Hey, I'm StanLei, and this is an acoustic session for the In the Garden live lounge series for Burst Radio. This first track is called Growth. Blinded by greed, can't see what we truly need. Gross money, growth, it's the only thing they see. Gross money, growth, it's the only thing they believe in. Gross money, growth, pretending to the people we are free. Money grow, so don't believe what they say on TV. If you look up at the greatest tree, even they don't grow endlessly. Economic growth is only the key to a society that worships only money. Took away the free school meals for poor kids. Couldn't deliver a Brexit deal with forceps. Took all the support away from those who could least afford it, and then act surprised when people got nasty. Of course it's a class thing, cause certain people don't deal with hardships. Up at the top of their tower with the puppet strings of power, holding on tight, can't let them slip away. See how many young minds creatively wasted, trapped into a system that would never miss them. But the needs us, needs all of our belief to keep the wheels turning on their machine. Divide and conquer, see your enemies fall. And politicians worldwide do this to us all. They talk workers and shirkers and immigration, whilst they're selling off what was left of our nation. Losing our sight of higher things, our solidarity. Fellow man, all we can do is get along. For this planet we've only got one. Don't buy into rich temptations at the cost of humanity, cause that's how the banks and the corporations now seize the puppet strings of power. Pockets with their greed. Gross money growth, pretending to the people we are free. Gross money growth, so don't believe, don't believe, don't believe what the rich men say. The next song is called Alameda, and it was the second single I released back in 2019. Standing much too still, a whole suite of rooms. You're alone is too much for you. Do you even think of her that frequently? Could you even come if she was in need? Circle around the globe to appreciate the nature of our tribe. You push away from everyone around you. Isolate, forget how to reach out to those who love you. Those who love you. Alright, the next song I'm going to play is called Dr. Sunshine, and it's taken from my most recent EP that just came out on Valentine's Day. When bad things happen in life, our minds block them out to make space to remember only the good. This phenomenon works the other way around too. So be with you, I've blocked out all I knew before. I've given up searching for explanations, darling, 'cause they don't really matter at all. Not knowing what it is that causes this connection makes no difference to how we do. How do we get it so right? You blew my mind every night. How is it everything seems so true when it's between just me and you? pandemic weekends, basking in the sunshine of your smile, counting myself lucky every day for the sweetest times of my whole damn life. When you go away, I run through every cliche ever written about missing someone. And whenever I'm blue, you know exactly what to say and do to let me know you understand my mood. How do we get it so right? You blew my mind every night. How is it that everything seems so true when it's between just me and you? You knew exactly what to do. 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 Alright, the final song I'm gonna play is one of the oldest songs I've ever written, or one of the oldest songs I wrote. It's called Holding It Down. I know you need this time away, even though I don't want you to go. I wish I could ask you to stay, but I'm not gonna be selfish, oh no. You must have had some impact on me, 'cause I've never written anything so true. And now every time I hear a love song, I'm starting to think of you. I'll be holding it down for you and saving my love for you. You know I'm holding it down for you. I'll be there when you get home. I'll be holding it down for you and saving all my love for you. That's right, I'm holding it down for you. I'll be there when you get home. I know it won't really be so long, but it feels like a lifetime right now. I'll get by only seeing you occasionally, though I don't know how. 'Cause when I look in your perfect eyes, I know what these other girls all wanna try. But all you gotta do is keep holding on for me, 'cause I'll be holding it down for you and saving my love for you. That's right, I'm holding it down for you. I'll be there saving all my love for you. You know I'm holding it down for you. I'll be there when you get home. Home, 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 home. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Hi, there's Alex from Burst Radio, and this week in the garden we're joined by StanLei, a formerly Bristol-based but now based in France singer-songwriter. How are you, StanLei?
I'm good, thanks.
Great.
Thanks for having me here.
No worries. I thought we could start by talking about your recent EP release, Dualove, and particularly the first song, Dr. Sunshine. I think it's sort of it's really, it sounds like quite carefree, kind of ode to summer. I was wondering if you sort of released the release for that sort of coming out of lockdown, sort of more hopeful times. Is that sort of something you thought about?
I would have thought about that, but just when we thought we were coming out of lockdown here in France, we've just been locked down again. So
yeah.
But that song I wrote that in Bristol, and I was very, very in love at the time. It was more to have a contrast with the other side of the EP, which is pretty dark.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. I like the contrast between the songs because, the B-side is definitely, or the other song on the EP, is definitely a far more electronic and sort of like Kate Tempest-esque kind of driven track.
Yeah.
Do you think you're sort of still finding your sound between those two sort of kind of opposites, or do you kind of prefer one style or the other?
I mean, it was a deliberate choice to make them so contrasting. But yeah, I definitely say I'm still finding my sound. Like, I only started producing my own stuff in like 2019. So yeah, like I'm definitely still finding my sound, but like, yeah, my roots would be more that like kind of acoustic folky sound. And then, but what is more like aligned with all of this music that I like to listen to, I would say it's more in that like electronic, a bit harder hitting kind of vibe. But it depends on my mood, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because I saw you recently, I think featured vocally on a sort of more house track as well called Lecture, with some collaborators. And so is that again something you're interested in doing more of as well?
Oh, I love top lining. Yeah. Yeah, that track's actually going to be re-released quite soon. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say about it yet, but there's going to be a big re-release. They've done a bunch of remixes, so that's releasing on a bigger label
cool.
this year. I don't know when exactly, but yeah, I'm working on a few collaborations at the moment with producers, and I love that because it comes more naturally to me, I think, as a singer-songwriter, to like just vibe on like a track that's already there.
Yeah.
Although 100%. Like, yeah, bringing my own stuff is also like really fulfilling, but I love top lining as well. I just love that.
Cool, because you obviously you produced this recent EP all yourself, so that's quite a different experience.
Well, I produced the B-side, the more electronic side, Live Mode Soldier. I produced that myself. That was actually the first track I ever produced. But Dr. Sunshine, that's an older song, and that was originally produced by a friend of mine, Sam Bradley, in Hawaii, when I was traveling a lot, and then it got reproduced by, like, for this release, like I had it redone by someone else, a guy called Ada V, who's a producer who's actually based between Bristol and Cambridge.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, so you talked a bit, I've read a bit online that you have spent quite a lot of time traveling, and obviously you're now based in France, having previously lived in Bristol. Do you think this sort of this range of experiences has kind of impacted your music at all?
That's kind of hard, because I mean, yes, in a way, but I wouldn't say that my influences are that, like, I wouldn't say that like any like world influences to my music. I would say that they were already there when I lived in the UK, because especially when I lived in Bristol, like I had housemates that were like really amazing DJs, and like I just listened to, like, the music scene in the UK is so rich.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, obviously traveling, like I was exposed to more like Latin and like Oriental music,
because of where I was going to, but
Yeah.
I would say that like my primary influences are already like especially the electronic side, that's all UK.
Yeah. I think you can hear massive elements, that sort of like classic Bristol trip hop sound, especially in the live mode Soldier, that there was almost like the chorusy bits, a bit like Massive Attack, and it could have been back to the 90s, I think. So I think you can definitely hear that sound thing. Do you think Bristol, especially Bristol, has, because we're a Bristol-based radio station, do you think Bristol has impacted you as a musician as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I lived in Bristol for 10 years, and when I moved there, I hadn't even ever like sang in, I mean, I was like 18, but I hadn't ever even like sang in public. And then by the end of those 10 years, I had been in like a bunch of bands, like I had put together my own little band. And yeah, definitely like that. I miss that so much about Bristol, like the music scene. Like there's great music. I'm near Toulouse, which has a good scene as well, but yeah, Bristol is like up there for sure.
Did you move out to Toulouse recently, or have you had a chance to play live yet there, or are you still waiting to?
I have a little bit, but since I've been here, like, yeah, I've played a few gigs, but like I was working on like new stuff for a lot of, and like looking to like find a place to live and stuff, because we were kind of like staying with my partner's parents, and it was just like a bit all over the place. So yeah, I've had a few gigs, and I'm hopeful that when everything opens up, that's going to be more of a theme, because I've met some cool people like and booking agents and producers like recently, so I'm hoping that's going to be on the up.
Cool.
When it's opening up again.
Yeah, because you mentioned that you've been sort of working on new stuff. Does that mean that has lockdown been quite a creative period for you? Have you managed to get a few things done, a few things written?
Yeah, I mean, God, it's like been a year now. So the first lockdown was incredibly productive, because I basically finished my whole album, which I'd been kind of dragging like working on bit by bit for the previous year. And so I finished that like last summer. That was awesome. I also got quite a few collaborations. I did a bunch of work on like trying to get more into the promotion side of things, which is not really my bag, but yeah. So the first lockdown was super productive. Then last summer, like we got a house, so that's been taking up a lot of energy, and there's like other projects there as well. But yeah, it's kind of productive. But I live in the countryside, so like lockdown doesn't change that fact of isolation that much, like, to be honest.
Cool. And it was the whole EP that you released recently, was that all done kind of in a bedroom sort of home recording setting, or was that studio recorded before everything closed down?
Yeah, so like I said, the B-side, which I produced, that was all home studio.
Yeah.
And Dr. Sunshine, like, it's hard to separate which bits now, but there was some original recording of that, which was done in a studio, in my friend's studio, Sonic Sculpture Recording. But then like I redid a bunch of the guitar and vocal lines, and that was done at home. So
cool.
Yeah, kind of a bit of both.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And just quickly before we wrap up, you mentioned you've just written an album. Does that think that'll be out soon then?
It will be out soon. I'm gonna have to say watch this space, because I have one more single from it to release that I'm gonna drop and I'm still pushing it back, so I have a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, the final single will be coming in the next month, and the album will be coming this summer, let's say.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we'll stay tuned. Anyway, thank you very much, StanLei, for the chat, and good luck with the future with the album release.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.